What is that? Hello everyone, welcome to another planty video. It is me, Desiree, and today I have some plants I want to repot. I just scratched myself. I have some really cool succulents I want to repot. I have the devil's backbone. This is the one I just bought recently. Isn't this cool? I don't know how to take care of this, but I feel like it needs a lot of water. I don't know why, because like a day after I brought this home, the leaves were all wrinkled up, so I watered it right away, but the roots are coming out of the bottom of this, so I just want to like up pot it sooner rather than later, because I feel like it's gonna die very quickly if I don't. And then I just have some other plants I really want to repot, some other succulents, and then I have this little philodendron. What the heck is this one called? Silver stripe or something? That's not doing well, so I want to get it out of this pot and put it in something a little smaller. And yeah, just gonna pot some stuff up. Okay. That's the best it's gonna get. So here's a little spread of the plants I'm gonna repot. I showed you the devil's backbone. Then I have this one. I don't know what this one is called. What is that? I don't know what it's called. On the label, I couldn't tell you what it says now. Oh, there's a spider web on it. There's a spider living in the windowsill that I refuse to get rid of because it keeps going corner to corner. It goes to this corner, makes a little web, and then it sheds like an exoskeleton, and then it moves over to this corner, and it does the same thing back and forth. And I can't get rid of it because I'm sure he's taking care of the bugs. Anyway, I don't know what this one's called, but I really, really like this one. It's a little succulent with these weird little spikes at the tips of each of these little arms, and it's getting the most beautiful sun dressing sitting in the window. This plant lives in the south window, and it's hot there all year round, even in wintertime. Like right now it's really, really hot outside. At least it's hot for winter, like it's 70 degrees outside. So I want to repot this one because it does need water too, so I thought perfect opportunity. I have this weird, big, dumb, weird thing right here. It's in this pot, but it's like barely in there. Like this needs to be repotted very desperately, this poor thing. And then I have, just balance that right there. I have this one. This has been in this pot forever, and I just want to give it a little refresh. This is a fishbone cactus, and this one little arm right here looks dry and like dead, so I got worried about it. So I'm gonna take this out and put it in a different pot and then use this for something else. I didn't bring in the whole thing today because I'm expecting to not make a mess. We shall see. And I got this soil. I bought this at the local nursery. It just says succulent ready to go mix. So let's bust it open. And I did bring all terracotta pots for this repotting, but I think one of these might be a little too big. So let's see, let's go with this one first. I love this little plant. Is that too big? Is that too big for this? Nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. I have no idea what this one is or what it's called. I almost forgot to put the screen, one of these little mesh screens here. Almost forgot. Ooh, this is interesting soil. Normally the succulent and cactus mix, I just get the one for Miracle Grow, and it's very sandy. Like it's really just a texture I don't really enjoy. Not even sandy, it's just like, it seems like potting mix that's been blended or something. Like it's just too, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just a weird texture and I don't love it. This one's very interesting. This has like a lot of fibers in it or something. What the heck is in here? Let's see. Ingredients: sphagnum, peat moss, and eco peat, horticultural perlite, limestone, and dolomite, and wetting agent. Eco peat is a natural fiber from the peat bogs, which provides excellent aeration and moisture holding properties. That is one thing I don't love about cactus and succulent mix, is that a lot of the time it doesn't seem like they get wet ever, and they're not giving anything to the plant. Like the water runs right through it and it doesn't have a chance to get to the roots or something. I don't know. Am I just making that up? But I feel funny about that kind of soil. And this feels like it has a lot of stuff in it that's gonna hold on to moisture. And that's really what I want, because these plants sit in that hot sun all day, and I feel like they always need a little more moisture than I'm giving them. And I think this is gonna be so good for this little baby. This looks so cute. I love it. I should have repotted this a long time ago, but I never thought about doing it. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Doesn't it look bigger? Like a bigger plant. I love that one. I gotta figure out the name of that one. Okay, next one. This one here, I brought this. Oh, I actually brought this for that one. What the heck was I gonna put in here? Let's put, no, not that one. Okay, let's do the Devil's Backbone next. This one here, this one is so cool. It's these 3 tall plants with these tons and tons of leaves. They just grow up straight and all the leaves come out of the sides. There's a bunch of little tiny new buds here. This one is so cute. I did have this one before and it died so fast because I think I was treating it like any other succulent. I kind of just wait forever to water it. And I think this one needs more water than your typical succulent. Like, I don't think that one should be getting dry in between waterings, if that makes sense. If you have one of those, let me know if I'm wrong though, but that is my hunch. So I'm gonna put that in this one here. Let's grab a little handful. So far, not making a big mess. Hopefully I did not speak too soon. Oh yeah, look, whew, look at this one. Tons and tons of roots, like the roots were coming out of the bottom of this pot. That's probably why it was drying out so fast. It's all root. That's awesome. Okay, I'm very excited about this one. It looks so good already. What is it about repotting a plant? It's like getting a new plant without getting new plants, you know? Because it makes it look new, gives it a new life, rejuvenates it, revives it. You know what? I really like this soil. I really like this soil for succulents. I feel like it's going to maintain some more moisture, which is what I want. There's just something about that Miracle-Gro cactus one that I just don't like. It just feels like it never gets wet. And if you have a cactus soil that you love, let me know. Or like a succulent soil. Ooh, this thing seems delicate. A bunch of little leaves already falling off. Not too many, but a few on the bottom. Ooh, this looks so good. Look at this. Doesn't it look like a way bigger plant all of a sudden? Look at this little pot that it was in. And now look at it. It looks like a giant plant. Oh my gosh, I love it. I hope this one lives. Say a prayer for me. I want that one to live. It's so pretty. I feel like I need to itch my eye and I have dirt all over my fingers. Okay, we survived. Okay, let's do this. I didn't show you this. I bought another string of pearls. I had to. I miss having string of pearls so much. I had some last year that I loved. I grew them from little babies. I had the regular ones. I had the variegated ones. I loved those plants so much and they were doing so good. And then one day they got eaten alive by mealybugs. They never made a comeback and they completely died. The soil was infested and everything. And I didn't even know mealybugs like did that kind of stuff. I had never experienced one before. And but I miss having a string of pearls, so I had to buy this little 2-inch baby and just hopefully, you know, it doesn't get infested again. But I'm going to check this more regularly because now I know that the mealybugs want this plant. I'm going to keep more of an eye on it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at it. Ugh. I got this little tiny pot. It doesn't like need the most room ever. So I'm just gonna kind of squish it in here. Let me loosen up that square shape a little bit. I'll just use whatever's right here and then just put it in there. This doesn't have a drainage hole. I have a couple of other plants in pots without drainage and they do just fine. And this one is gonna be living right here in this west window where the other ones lived and did really, really well. So I think this one will be fine there because it's going to be drying out on a regular basis. So I'm not too worried about it not having drainage. The only thing with not having a drainage hole is don't overwater it, because when you have the drainage hole, you can just pour water forever and of course it's going to drain out of the bottom. But with this one, it's going to stay in there. So I feel like I fill it up and then I go like this, dump out the excess, and it's just fine. Oh my God, look, so cute. It's like he was always here. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited about this plant. Okay, what's next? We have 3 more still. Let's do this one. This is a philodendron silver stripe. This is in a ceramic planter, which I think was a bad idea because it stays wet so much and it sits right there on that shelf, which is low light. It's ambient light, but definitely not enough sun or warmth to keep the soil like dry. I watered this several days ago and it is still wet. And this leaf isn't doing good. This leaf that leaf wasn't even attached. So I'm gonna take this out and put it in one of these little terracotta pots here. Oh my gosh, look, it's like barely anything. I have this, hold on, hold the phone. This little thing was in this whole pot of soil. Who am I? Costa Farms. Who do I think I am? What am I doing? This is a Costa Farms thing right here. They put a little plant in a pot this big. You know what I'm gonna do? Because this only has this one tiny root, I'm just gonna go put this in water. I'm not even gonna pot this. I'm just gonna rinse this off, take off this one leaf right here that's not doing well, and I'm just gonna go put this in some water and let it just live in the water for now and get some more roots, because look at this one tiny thing. This was probably gonna rot if I hadn't have taken it out of here, so I'm gonna just put that right there and set that aside. And I'll pour this soil somewhere. We'll reuse that. Okay, let's move on to this one. This is one of my overgrown succulents. I have a few succulents that are so overgrown and crazy looking that I think they're just so cool. I cannot like do it. Oh, I just found another one I want to repot. I'm gonna go get that one down from there. Anyway, I love an overgrown succulent. I think they look so crazy and wild and weird. And this is one of them. I just really love the way this looks, but this poor thing is like not even in the pot. This one says Echeveria agavoides. And it grew a lot of little babies. It has a lot of little pieces propagating on the bottom just naturally. Like when a little leaf falls off, it just kind of falls here and then a new one sprouts. But this one dries out all the time because I always forget about it. And it's in like the smallest pot ever with barely any soil. So I'm gonna up-pot this, and maybe it'll make a comeback. I don't know. But I just saw one more I want to repot right there that I've been wanting to repot because it is also overgrown and I feel like it needs a new home for sure. And again, I just feel like this is going to hold on to more moisture, and I feel like these plants really need that. Especially because they're sitting in the sun all day, you know? I mean, look at it. It's just so weird. I do have to lean this one against the window because it's not growing up straight, but I have a stick that I just found. I think I'm gonna put it here and just kind of clip it onto it and maybe it'll grow a little straighter. But I even could just cut off this big piece because there are all these little ones growing here and just kind of start over with that little piece. What do you think? Should I just cut this off, like cut this here, maybe get all these leaves and just drop them on the soil and see if they'll root themselves? I think I'll do that eventually. I don't think I'm brave enough to do that right now. I'm just not ready. Although it does look kind of Dr. Seussy. You know what I mean? That plant is so weird, but it looks much better in that new pot. Let me get that other one real quick. This one also really needs water. This one, another succulent that is just growing every which way. It's really heavy for this pot too, and in desperate need of water. I didn't bring another pot. Do you think I could use this one? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just pour the soil out in here. And let's start with this succulent mix. I don't remember what this one's called. I think it's like a crassula something. But this is another one that I keep forgetting to water as often. I don't know why. But those plants there, they literally are sitting in the sun all day long. I always forget that they need more water. I mean, did this make it look any better? Not really, but it'll keep it more stable. I won't have to lean it against the window, you know? This one, I think I'm gonna put a stick in here too to have these little pieces growing upright. Because I think this one could use a little bit of a glow up. You know what I mean? I gotta go get my little, I have one of those like squeezy water bottles that's supposed to be like an orchid one, like a bottle with a little hose like this, and you squeeze it and the water comes out like this. When it's empty, it just blows out air, and it's perfect for cleaning off these leaves that you got soil all over, because I tend to want to blow on it, but then it blows the soil everywhere. Okay, well, I repotted it and it still looks wild, and I kind of like that look, but I mostly just really wanted this to be in a bigger pot and to be more stable. But I think I am going to go get a stick and maybe hold it upright like this. I think that would be better for all of us and all parties involved. But I also need to water this one desperately. These leaves are like really wrinkled. So we're gonna set this one aside. I'm glad I finally did this one. We'll just put it right there. What's the last one? This one. This one right here, the rickrack cactus. I have had this growing in this pot ever since I got it. I got this as a cutting. I rooted it in water forever, put it in this pot, and it's been in here ever since. But this leaf right here is just looking sickly. And then I got, oh, it just came right out. I got worried about the plant, so I think I do want to repot it. But this has a bunch of new growth on it. I didn't realize that. Should I just keep it in there? I mean, the roots literally are like brittle. I don't know what to do. What should I do? What should I do? But for now, we're gonna take this whole thing out of here very carefully, not to rip it. I watered it not too long ago, so the soil's nice and malleable. Is that the word? Manageable, something like that. So here are my cuttings. They look good. I mean, roots, not a whole lot of roots because they've been, you know, it's a slow grower. But I did just want to take this out and put it somewhere new because I got worried about it. And I think this is too big. I think this is way too big of a pot for this. Let's see this one. That's a little better. Yeah, let's put it in this one here. This one here that says Proud Plant Parent. I hope Target brings back these cute little pots. I didn't see them last year, but I hope they bring them back because they're super duper cute. And I think I just want to, like, at first I was going to separate each one and have them going each a different way. Ay, poke me. How's that? That's cute. And then this one, I'm just gonna pot it back in here and just see what happens because it has some new growth on it. And wait, do I? Oh, those roots aren't even like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I have this new growth here, but the like mother leaf is dead. I don't know. Do I just put this in water? Or should I just put it in here and just hope for the best? You know what? That's what we're gonna do. Because even if this piece doesn't make it, I still have these other 3 really good looking ones. You know? So let's just fill it on up. And I am gonna water this right after this. I think most of these need water. The Devil's Backbone's doing okay and the String of Pearls, but everything else does need to be watered. A little bit more. I love this one. It looks like a new plant. This is so cute. Doesn't this look brand new? Like it looks like a brand new plant. I love this. This is super cute. Okay, gonna go water this one. But that's it. Those were all of the plants I just really needed to repot. So let's do a little recap. This one, I'm very, very excited about this one. It's just so cute. And when I water this, it plumps up so big. Like right now it's very dehydrated, but it'll like plump up. Super, super cute. The little tiny string of pearls, this is just so adorable. I'm very excited about the Devil's Backbone. Look how big this looks. This looks like a gigantic plant. I just gotta keep on top of it. I gotta keep on top of this one because I want this one to live and flourish. This little cutting here, I'm just gonna throw this in water. I'm glad I took this out because I think it would have just rotted in there. This is the crassula, the crazy crassula. Doesn't that look cool though? I think I'm gonna go get that stick and like prop it up, but glad I finally did that one. And then this one here I think is my favorite. This looks like a brand new plant, this little rickrack cactus. It's so cute. I just love it. Oh, and this one. This one too. Gonna go find a stick to prop this one up. But that is it. Those are some of my succulents that I really needed to repot, and I kept putting it off and putting it off. But now look, I feel like I have new plants. But that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Oh, goodbye.